What's up, everybody? This is Lomed, Instagram, Lomed Beats. Check it out. And today I want to talk about my process when I'm at the record store and what I look for when I go to the record store. Now, I have a couple different things that I do. First thing I do when I go into the stores, I always look and see if they have a new arrivals bin, a recent arrivals. And I know a lot of people say that the best stuff doesn't even hit the floor. I'm not getting into that right now. I'm just going to say it's always good to know your local record store owner and getting good with them. That's always good to know. But I'll check out the recent arrivals. And then I'll usually head over to the dollar bin and I'll rifle through that because there can be a lot of heat in the dollar bin. I think we all know the dollar bin has produced a ton in everybody's lives, whether it be for rare records or whatever, something slips through the cracks that somebody doesn't know about, especially in the days before Discogs. That was a thing, a lot more so than now, but you can still find a lot of heat in the dollar bin. And then I'll usually just go to the regular section, look through the regular sections, the genre sections. And I look for a couple of things. One thing that I always look for is record label, of course. This being Kudu, which was a subsidiary of CTI. And I know that since it's on Kudu, which was CTI's kind of second tier below the straight jazz, they're more soul and funk oriented stuff. So I know that this is going to be good for a couple of reasons. One, it's Hank Crawford, and Hank Crawford is dope. Two, it's an early Kudu, so I know it's going to be dope. Three, and this is the most important, turn it around and I look at the personnel. Now, the personnel on the record is always incredibly important. Boom, what's that first name? Arranged and conducted Bob James. Right there. All right, so you know it's going to be funky. And then you go down, alto sax, Hank Crawford, obviously, piano organ, Richard T. And then drums, Idris Muhammad. I mean, come on. And does this guy really need any introduction? I mean, Idris Muhammad, it's dope. So, there's that. I look for the record label and then I look for the personnel. So I'll pick out, say I'm in the jazz funk section, I'll pick out a record, Ron Carter. This is Yellow and Green. It was after Pastels. It's a good record, straight jazz, but it's good. CTI. Look at the personnel, Ron Carter, and then the second name, Billy Cobham. And I know Billy Cobham is a dope drummer, along with Bernard Purdy and a lot of other session drummers of the 70s. Jack DeJohnette. Great stuff. So I'll cruise on down the line and I'll look for Billy Cobham. And this one is Crosswinds, 1974, Atlantic. This copy in particular is beat to hell and it's almost unplayable. I got it in the dollar bin. But, again, turn it around, look down, and, you see the guitar, trombone, keyboard, George Duke. And I know that name because of the stuff he did with like Stanley Clarke and cruise on down to Duke, pick up one of his albums. I look at this one. This one looks pretty dope. It's got a Moog and looks like an Arp Odyssey and some congas. And the band looks cool. So again, looking at the personnel and nothing really jumps out at me. From this one. So then that's kind of a dead end for me. So I'll have to start all over again. So usually when I reach a dead end like that, I try to start with something I know is dope, like Herbie Hancock. So this one's Manchild. I got this in the dollar bin. This is a great album. It totally did not belong in the dollar bin because it's so good. It's post Headhunters, and it's that same funky, just really good stuff. Hang Up Your Hang-Ups is on this one. This one's good. Again, look who you got. Harvey Mason, James Gadsden, Wayne Shorter from Weather Report. Let's see who else. Benny Maupin. There you go. Benny Maupin. And I know I've seen that name before, and I know I've seen him on Instagram a whole lot. So I find Benny Maupin and Slow Traffic to the Right. This is an album that a lot of crate diggers love. This is a promo copy. I think a lot of them actually were demonstration copies. Mercury 1977, super funky, little jazzy. And, look at this special thanks. Bobby Hutcherson. You've got Jack DeJohnette, like I said earlier, McCoy Tyner, Yusef Lateef, Billy Mitchell, and an incredible array of people that he knows, because he was obviously with Herbie for a long time, and he's a sax player. So, yeah, that's my record buying process when I go into the store. Personnel, I look at record label, draw on previous experiences, stuff that I know is already going to be dope. And that's generally how I go shopping for records and digging. And I don't know. I don't know if that was advice or whatever. That was just kind of a stream of consciousness kind of thing. So, all right, it's been Lomed. Peace.